Okay, Monday the 1st of December, currently in the London market. See if we can frame the day. It's not going to be glaringly obvious. I know that this bottom's a 78 long. This is me just opening up my chart. We're right smack bang in the middle of the range as we find ourselves here. We can see that 62's shoved us short. Yes, then from Friday was some long completions also. So for today, what I expect to see, if we zoom in a little bit, I imagine that's looking like about a 38% where it's come back up to off that bit of a short there. And the reason why I'm drawing a full is because we're in longs, we're long trend, so I'll draw a full short. We're about 38, yeah, where it's stalled. But what's caused that long there? If you check out the previous video, you can see where and why I've drawn my longs, and we've kept going trend long, and we are still trend long. If you think about any bias today, it should be currently longs until proven otherwise, and we are not proven otherwise yet. Even if we were to short, I would expect this to probably pop back up, maybe even hit one of these micro levels here, 62 to 78, double hit that 62 high time frame for it to actually fall short and come through to 25 113s down here. That'd be something I'll probably be looking at later. Got to bear in mind we've got some PMI news half an hour after the open as well. But let's see what's caused this. Let's see what level has put in that bit of a pivot there. I want to see how strong it is. So if we just stay on the 15 there, and you can see that range, there's a clear low here. If I take that to the high, we're not hitting anything there. We're hitting nothing. So let's bring it up. Put us in that little low. I want the most extreme. If I can make it double or I can make it 78, then that's going to be the best for me. Why? Because if I put the more I find a deeper low here, then the less significant the level of this fib is going to hit, which means when we go out the top here, that 23 is quite far away, right? So if let's say that 38 hits, it's hit that 38 perfectly, it goes through the top, okay? You then target that negative 23 at 25.758, but it doesn't quite reach there. Why? Maybe it wanted this one. Maybe it wanted that 78. So I have that 78 on, because that's quite tight. I quite like that 78. If that follows through, and later on I find myself up here, and we, let's say, do something like that, and like that, and then like that, and then like that, so basically to there. That will be my draw on liquidity. That will be my target. So right now, there's nothing I'm going to be doing. There is something I could look at, but with the time, with us being in the London market, it's not really going to be worth it. If it fails, if it falls flat, if we go into consolidation, the volatility is going to be low, the volume is going to be low. It's just not something that I'm going to love taking. Not right now. We've done the move. It's popped there. It's coming to that 38 on there. It's stalled. What could you look at? Well, yeah, if we're long for the day, what's it probably going to do off this 38? Maybe it's going to put in a bit of long structure here. So maybe you can draw that, and it comes down to any of these levels inside here. We pop back through the top and hit the full range 50, because I do think it will hit the full range 50. Absolutely. I think at the even bare minimum here, regardless, exactly where price is now, if we want to continue shorts, because we have been in such a trend long, if we want to continue shorts, this for me will have to run 25.368 if we want to continue short. And obviously, if we continue long, we'll come down, we'll maybe hit one of these levels, and we'll go long, and we'll keep on pushing through. 25.635 is a bit of a stretch for me today, I think, initially. So what I'm going to be looking at, unless PMI really pushes it, unless we just do push, I'm going to be looking at these levels inside here. If we was in the New York market now, and we was coming down here, and we was hitting here, I would love to take a long somewhere around here, somewhere down on this 38, this 50, 62, 78, back up into not the negative 23 at 377s, but the 368s at that full range 50. That for me is 100% going to get hit today. You should never say 100%. Let's say 99.9%, because you can't say 100%. You can never say 100%. So later on, it's probably going to do that in the London, by the way, throughout the London previous to the New York, but it is what it is. I'll wait. And if it doesn't, I'll expect us to open, hit some levels down here, hold some support, run up, and close out on 25, 368s. But that's the level I've currently got my mind on. I've got my eye on that today, at the minute. Should we come into the New York later and that level's already taken, I've just got to wait. I've got to wait for some more structure. I've got to wait for it to show me its hand. The market has got to show me if that's going to hold and push short, or we're going to go up and complete some longer targets and some shorter targets to come short, or we're going to push through and carry on going long. Either way, it'll be conservative. And if we do continue long, that's why I've got this draw here, this high to high, putting it on that extreme of the 78. It's better, but 78 is better than 62, 62 is better than the 50, because when you do break out the tops, this negative 23 is going to be a much more assured level. And just remember, where's the 62? There's the high time frame 62 that I've got my cursor on now. 25, 4, 4, 6. Going forward into this week, if we hold above that and it fails to push us drastically short on all of this range here, then where are we probably likely to go? The more days we go into the week, we're probably going to head up here, right? 865s, full range 78. Will I pop out the top and play to there? Absolutely not. I've got to find those long internal supporting levels. Get your bias right, and then find the internals, because then you'll be absolutely fine. If your higher time frame bias is right, and you find support of the internals, so you're not going for that silly 500-600 point trade. Of course you're not. But if your bias is right and it's heading there, then you find your internals for a smaller move, 40 to 100, 150 points. Anything in that region. It doesn't have to be huge. You don't need hundreds and hundreds of points to make money in this game. So that's it for today. Nothing for now. I'll come into the open. I'll keep an eye on it, see what it's done. I likely won't take anything until PMI is done and out of the way. And once that's done, the market will have showed its hand. It will show me the direction it's going. And I'll end the day with a nice pretty sum. I will end the day up and green. Okay, happy December. Open your advent calendars and trade